Unit 8, PowerPoint number 1, International Trade. It's actually PowerPoint number 30 something. And here we go. We always hear, buy American. Is there really anything American that's truly American these days? A lot of cars that we consider imports are made in America. Or our neighbors. The only thing that you cannot see at the bottom is something about Aston Martin. No nation is an island because there are several economic flows that link the U.S. economy with the world. So the links between the U.S. economy and the world, the first flow is the flows are trade flows. The U.S. exports and imports goods and services to other nations. 12% of its GDP, imports 17%. The U.S. exports and imports are absolutely larger than any other nations, but the exports and imports of many other nations are a larger percentage of their GDPs. Resource flows. U.S. firms establish production facilities in foreign countries, and foreign firms establish production facilities in the U.S. Labor also moves between nations. We also have technology flows. Foreign firms use technology created in the U.S., and U.S. businesses incorporate technology developed abroad. Financial flows. Money is transferred between the U.S. and other countries when we pay for imports, buy foreign assets, pay interest on U.S. debt. The U.S. continually runs a trade deficit in goods with the world, but we enjoy a trade surplus in services. The most significant export of services is airline transportation for foreign passengers. A principal commodity export of the United States are chemicals. A principal commodity import of the United States is clothing. Most of the U.S. international trade is with other industrially advanced capitalist countries. Here we go. See if you can identify the countries by the flags. Well, it's labeled at the bottom, so. That is not Canada's flag. Well. Our most important trade partner is Canada, who sells us $224 billion and buys $170 billion annually. That is not Canada's flag. It's bugging me. Okay. Mexico's next, selling us $138 billion and buying $97 billion annually. Almost half of what Mexico buys from us, they buy from Texas. Texas is like a country by itself. Anyway, if you want to fact check any of this and update my data, bonus points. The U.S. runs its biggest deficits with China, over $400 billion. China only buys $35 billion from us. We are trying to change that, though. The reasons for growth of international trade are...
Number 1, environments and transportation. Improvements in transportation and technology. Improvements. Number 2, improvements in communication technology. Computers, internet, telephone, and fax machines directly link traders around the world. The world is a planet. Number 3, decline the tariffs. Tariff rates have been falling since 1940. U.S. tariffs went from 37% to 4% today.
Thank you. Arguments against free trade. Buying American products makes America wealthier. When I buy a coat in England, I have the coat and England has the money. But when I buy a coat in America, I have the coat and America has the money. America is more wealthy because it has both the coat and the money. But remember, money is not wealth in and of itself, it merely facilitates trade. If America sends dollars to another economy, then those dollars will be used to buy American goods. If we don't buy goods from other countries, then other countries will not be able to buy goods from us. Number 2, free trade prevents the protection of American jobs from foreign businesses. Protecting jobs from competition raises prices for consumers. The more you pay for protected goods, the less you have to use by other goods. Blah. The more you pay for protected goods, the less you have to use to buy other goods. The less consumers can buy leads to fewer jobs being created by the market. Number 3, if we trade freely with low-wage countries, U.S. businesses will flee to those countries and U.S. wages will plummet. Highly skilled jobs won't leave. Low wages combined with low productivity result in high unit costs. High U.S. wages are the result of high productivity. This is aided by the availability of raw materials, massive capital equipment, sophisticated management, educational systems, and elaborate infrastructure. Trade fosters competition, which rewards productivity and restrains cost. More traded products. This is a 5-year price change, and we're not going to make an acronym for that. Less traded items means less competition and higher prices. This is from the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas. Independently poor. If we consumed only the goods and services we produce, we would toil long hours but remain dirt poor.